Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today's topic, before we jump in, you may have noticed I don't know if I'm trying out different audio, video places. My background's different, but I'm also I'm on my laptop. So let me know if you're here, if you're watching. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Is the video okay? Just a little feedback on that would be so appreciated. But today we're going to talk about, super excited about this, why reinventing the wheel is stalling your success. So this is going to be really, really potent for some specific people who need to hear this. I think others of you, you're like, not at all. This isn't something you deal with, not something you struggle with, I should say. But for those of us, and I am saying us, those of us that have struggled with this is going to be really, really, really important for you to listen to, right? So I'll share the link to my blog post below. Well, it's also on my Substack. But this whole enlightening has just happened for me in the last year. I'm 11 years into business, and this just really hit me in the last year, which is crazy, but I also think it's a game changer. No, I know it's a game changer. And what that is consistency. And so if you would have showed this to Haley a year ago, she'd be like, girl, I'm consistent. I post every week. I, send a weekly email. Yes, consistent. But I wasn't consistent in one specific thing, which I'll talk about here in a minute. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Sorry, I'm getting in my comfy chair, so I'm all wiggly. So what happened is what spurred on the writing of this blog post, Substack post, I don't remember which came first, was noticing my core four yoga students who have hardly missed a class at all in 3 years, 3 total years. They come every single week. When I started teaching yoga in this community, most people did not know what it was. Most people had never been to a studio, never taken a class, never tried it, right? That includes those 4 people. Brand new to the practice, just totally just open to it. And at some point, I imagine they made a commitment to themselves to show up every single week. And what has happened, which is amazing, those core 4 are now my advanced class. They are doing very advanced techniques. They are very strong, very flexible. They've recovered from injuries and setbacks. They just keep showing up and they keep getting better and better. Meanwhile, there's lots of other people who they'll come for a few weeks and then they fall off, and then they might pop back up and then they might fall off. And from a teacher standpoint, their progress hasn't been there. It may be slight, but it's not really there. And what is so amazing to me is, and progress isn't linear. These core 4 may come every week. One week they hit a pose, the next week they don't. It may be a month of not hitting a pose, and then they come back and they hit it. Right? And I'm getting to online business, so stick with me. But what I was noticing, just the simple act of consistently showing up every single week is what took this group from here to here, and everyone else kind of stayed right here. Really, it's really fascinating. And so originally I was like, oh, I need to be that way in my business. I need to be showing up for my business every single week, writing that weekly newsletter, writing that weekly article, really committing, because once a week touch point is what it'll take you from here to here. And I say once a week. It may be once a day for you. I don't know what your schedule is. For me, it's once a week or once a month. A lot of my clients do once a month. But I had this other realization this morning, literally this morning, as I was trying to write this week's email /Substack. And then that turned into, it's not being published yet because it gave me ideas and thoughts. And one of the big realizations that I had was even showing up consistently, like showing up again and again and again, but you're not showing up in the same niche again and again and again, that's not going to work. So the title of this blog post is Why Reinventing the Wheel is Stalling Your Success. This is the article I needed to read a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, right? Because what I have done in my path is I put this offer out, no one wanted it. Okay, let's pivot. Let's try this offer. Okay, let's pivot. Let's try again, which to some extent is what we're supposed to do as entrepreneurs. But in another extent, I don't feel like my multi-passionism, is that a word? It's going to be a word. And my creativity and my quick on your feet thinking and intuition, all of these are gifts. And yet all of these things, I think, made it really hard for my audience to follow and to know my specific offer and what it is, what exactly I'm offering. Even people who know and loved me, I don't think were very clear on what I was offering because I wasn't really clear on what I was offering. I was offering 12 different things, and that was super fun. And also, that doesn't work in online business. In online business, especially in today's landscape, we have to be increasingly niche, focused, specific. Increasingly, right? So, I don't know. I'm curious if anyone here struggles with that. Does anyone struggle with, I see this more in new business owners, new entrepreneurs, new coaches. If you're a coach specifically, I feel like people who offer other wellness services like Reiki or something like that, it may not come through as switching niches so much, but it may come through as, maybe you're, okay, we'll do a 60-minute package. Okay, we'll put it on sale. Okay, we'll take it off of sale. Okay, we'll offer a 45-minute package. And I was reading a book last week, and one of the best chapters in it was all about simplicity. A confused mind always says no, right? Make that first 15 seconds that your potential customer interacts with you, whether that's through your web page, your sales page, make it so simple and so clear what it is that you do and what you're offering, and the clear next step that they can't say no. The author of that book used the example of, on his website, he did have name, email, click one of the three, which describes you. And it was 3 different types of marketers. And his signups were really low. They took that off, so it's just name and email. And I think his signups went up by like 70%. Because people are lazy. People are, we have a short attention span. We want very easy access. We don't want to have to work for it, even when it's free, right? So thinking about this in several different ways, how are you maybe pivoting too much, pivoting too hard? I've seen myself and a lot of other entrepreneurs, just burn it down. This offer isn't working. I'm going to go in a whole different direction. I'm going to do this whole other thing without ever giving it time to really prove itself, right? So where this brought me today, this morning, was I was thinking about SEO, which is something I teach, which is a form of slow marketing. And SEO really has worked for me. It's definitely worked for my clients, but it's definitely worked for me, bringing in high volume traffic to my website. I hadn't seen sales from it, but I don't believe it's because people weren't coming to my website. It's because I didn't have a clear offer and a clear niche and a clear freebie, and all of those things align and react, right? So what I was thinking this morning is, what would happen if you have all these things in order and you commit to SEO All that is saying is just being clear and focused, not hopping topics, hopping offers, just staying on track. And honestly, I really and truly have a hunch that alone in 6 to 12 months would be the most passive of passive leads that you can get for free, organically. I'm not going to give away everything. I'm still sitting with some other things that I was chewing through this morning. But I do want to give you a special offer, an invitation. Slow Marketing Studio, we're starting this fall, but I am looking for some alpha members, not beta. We're talking alpha. Hang out with me, be in it for the ride, give me feedback, let me use you as a case study. So I'm offering this space at less than half for anyone who wants to be an alpha tester, an alpha member, starting this month. So you'd have to sign up before the end of the month. This will be for a limited number of people, but if you're interested, we'd love to have you. And what it is this is a 9-month program where we're going to get super, super, super clear on what you're selling, who you're selling it to, how to get in front of them. We're going to build your SEO systems so you can be found on Google. And then we're going to talk about other forms of slow marketing. So this is completely marketing your business. My whole goal, I want you to come to this course and attract 5 new clients without ever using social media. What would 5 more clients do for your business? That's a big jump for a lot of us. That would be really, really wild. And how would it feel to attract 5 new clients without setting foot on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook? Yeah, y'all, I'm excited. There's a lot of research going on in the background that I'm not ready to share, but all I'm going to say is if you want in on this, now's the time. I'm never, ever, ever, ever offering it this low again. And I haven't even put together a sales page for this alpha group. It's just something that I am offering. So to know about it, you had to be here at the live, at the replay. And if you're interested and you want to learn more, leave a comment, shoot me an email. Don't DM me. Well, you can DM me on Substack, but nowhere else. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to get a move on with my day. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for committing to slow living and slow marketing. I'll see you soon. Bye.